give a big shout out to Miky to Zyra.
Wait, how did we not react to this?
The champion is, by the way, very OP.
It's Zyra! Lord,
Zyra.
it's Zyra!
Okay.
It's Zyra!
It is Zyra, yeah.
The
Yeah.
good thing about
Seeing perhaps if they can catch out Alvaro, but even with Yike coming across, Elyoya is in the area. We might see another one of those skirmishes as MDK look to react to this push by G2. Flash forward by Alvaro, flash away by Miky, but the Spectral Maw, the heal for the movement speed. Spectral Maw stun going down as well as Miky falls low, 100 HP on him. He will fall first. The bailout available for Elyoya, but he doesn't even need it as they chase onto Hans Summer. Can't quite get the damage down. They're still looking for a little bit more. Hans will be able to flash this wall, and MDK get first blood.
But this is the problem that we've seen with G2 pretty much in all of their games so far, is going for these aggressive plays and a backfiring in the early stage.
MDK early in this game, about 1,000 gold ahead. Some of that as well on Myrwn in the top lane, who is out-farming his lane opponent. You can see Broken Blade just trying to trade in, but Gwen always known as a good pick into the Ksante. A little bit more difficult when Yike is here to help though. Myrwn, no flash, remember, and will be taken down. G2 finally on the board.
Yeah, not giving him any.
Top side to bot side to make sure he's there to protect his AD carry. G2 will have a small window for the next few moments where they could push up. I don't know if Elyoya can go any deeper here. You can see Miky and Hans Summer would be the first ones to react. Both have the level 6. Elyoya is going very hard for this. The blast cone available, but the cease and desist into the grasping roots will knock him out. Yike still trading in. Fresskowy moving from the mid lane. Elyoya will fall, but the bailout will bring him back, and now MDK can start to open up. Hans Summer caught out once again as he will go out. And now Miky trying to escape. Only has the flash. Good grasping roots, but will it be enough? Elyoya chasing in, and his 3 quick kills over to MDK.
And MDK just control the jungle of G2. This is the damage to try and set this up as easily as it would like, even getting out of the grasp or the ultimate. And okay, BB's dead. Myrwn, that's 2 solo kills for Myrwn.
Commanding control of this game.
Yeah, I mean, BB goes for the knockback, manages to get it, but on the 14.1B as well, the ratio on the passive was nerfed a little bit, but Myrwn still confident to go for it, managing to hit all of those ultimate stacks.
TP in about 25 seconds time.
I think this is so cool to see though from MDK is actually Miky's going to get caught here as well now.
Miky has flash. Supa has the arrow flashed away. Hans Summer dodges to the other side. Hostile takeover coming in. That's going to hit Hans Summer, who will chip away at Miky. Yike going in onto Supa, who will fall even through the bailout. Fresskowy on his way, but remember, no Pop Blossom for that Neeko, so Yike will be able to take the Drake because of that force in the bottom lane. So now MDK looking down the barrel of 2 Drakes to make sure that they play around the possibility of this Herald very well. And they don't have to play around the possibility of it because it's now become a certainty in the mid lane. Elyoya will ride the Herald, charge it straight into the tower. The hostile takeover hits onto Hans Summer. There's the arrow as well. No cleanse on him. Spectral Maw for the stun. The CC chain from MDK is enough, and the tower falls to the power of the Mighty Mites. The Rift Arrow now going to charge in once again. Supa will get chucked out of it, get a shield as well, and more mites come in. The more grubs you've collected, the more mites come out of that charge. And it does actually, I was talking about this with a team yesterday, it does the same amount of damage whether you ride it or not, but that's quite a lot of damage going onto Fresskowy, but he gets a shield. The bailout enough to help him out. And MDK get another kill as G2 look for the engage. They might even get another tower out of this. MDK accelerating through that mid game, the Rift Herald juice, but I totally agree with you. It can feel like you're trying to make too many plays at once or just trying to make a play when you don't actually need to. Broken Blade trading with Myrwn here in the top side as the Yike comes across, the all-out pulls Myrwn back. Remember, still no flash on that Gwen. She might be immune, but that immunity falls off relatively quickly. Miky stunned up by Elyoya, Spectral Maw coming out, and Miky should fall. Hit flashes the Heartbreaker in the opposite direction. Alvaro, though, with a nice handshake, pulls him back to his demise. A deal with the devil there for Miky. And now perhaps a mid-push coming out from MDK. They've got the wave in. They'll look towards bot tier 1, bot tier 2 perhaps. Instead, just a reset of League of Legends. Just do one thing at one time. The other side gives up the pressure that they could exert. Great teams obviously will be able to make more than one play as we see G2 trying to make a play up towards the top lane. Myrwn falls once again. Even though his laning phase was fire, Myrwn now is falling down the list.
Badlands have to answer on the side lanes and they can't really contest for the dragon, so G2 just outplaying on the map at the moment.
Yeah, they really are. All the gold again, so I think it might be 240 gold you spend on it, I think. But it's not a large investment as Myrwn is shuffled back here. Yike looking for the damage. Myrwn going to try and dash across the wall, but he doesn't have time. As G2 collapse again. Alvaro now caught out as well. Yike standing on that blast cone. Alvaro trying to click it, but he just can't get onto it. Hostile takeover will force Broken Blade back, as will the blast cone. Elyoya now stepping in, looking to see perhaps if he can steal away this Baron. No top lane up for MDK. He does have TP, 27 seconds away. MDK will see. the Baron as they step around the corner. 6,000 HP on it. TP behind as Fresskowy looks for a flank position. MDK might just be calling for the fight after the Baron has fallen. Fresskowy gets the 3-man knocker, but the rest of the team aren't close enough to close in. Summer will fall first. Fresskowy has to pop the stopwatch, but immediately goes pop afterwards, and now Caps is sliding forward and gliding forward. Elyoya falls, the bailout brings him back for a second, but it's not enough before he's shut out of the fight. G2 ace MDK around the Baron.
The team fight from G2 is just too strong. Fresskowy thought he saw the play in his eyes, but no one there to follow. G2 capitalized, and just like that, again, G2 managed to swing.
This has got out of my brain as well, it seems. Caps trading with Myrwn, and Myrwn losing out on that trade right now. He'll try and snip him, but Caps can just wait this out. Myrwn doesn't really have many ways out apart from the dash. The arrow's going to land onto Miky, puts down the grasping roots. Myrwn losing to Caps, as we said, as Caps will take the kill. Summer getting caught, though, and locked out by MDK. MDK able to make a play on the other side of the map. Broken Blade and Yike now pushing forward. Miky no ult. Used it in that last engage.
Looking good for G2, though. Look at where Caps is pushing Myrwn out. And Myrwn doesn't really have a good TP ward. He has to kind of come into the face of G2 if he wants to do anything. And Caps is just able to roam down. So G2 abusing that fact to the moment to set themselves up nicely here.
MDK really need those flank positions as well, and you can see the sides are warded. Miky gating off Myrwn from the top side. Fresskowy on a ward. G2 will just wait it out. Cease and desist. Caps jumps across. They decide who their target is. Fresskowy the first one. Elyoya trying to get onto Caps. He dodges away with a Heartbreaker. Perfectly played there by Elyoya. The root going down onto Yike as well as Elyoya tries to trade back in. Yike trying to get back into the pit, but he can't get there in time as Supa takes the Drake, and this is a great fight for MDK. The lockdown on Caps, and Myrwn shutting Broken Blade out.
The fact that Caps hit nobody with that ultimate is a disaster. The stopwatch.
MDK will just reset.
Caps putting pressure down in the mid lane to try and force Myrwn to deal with it. So as long as they can dance here, G2 are happy.
Miky has no flash. Elyoya is looking for him. The blast going away once again. G2 will start up the Baron. All 5 members of G2 here. Myrwn catching mid.
You have a lot of poke here, but there's the all-in from Breeby.
Breeby looking for it. Hasn't used that ultimate as of yet. 6,000 HP on the Baron. Broken Blade dances back. Elyoya low. 3,000 now on the Baron as Myrwn goes forward. Hostile takeover only hits onto BB. That's not really the target you want. Fresskowy goes in, only hits onto BB. It's still not the target you want as the Baron falls to G2. And Summer flashing away. Caps trading down towards the bottom side as he finds an answering kill. Miky's already fallen, but G2 now start to collapse. Elyoya caught out. Nothing he can do, the last man standing, but G2 wipe away MDK.
The patience from G2 paying off dividends there. They know, hey look, we've got Zyra poke, Hansama poke, Caps outranges so many members of MDK. As long as we can continue to play this slow, we can whittle them down bit by bit and force MDK to go all out. And G2 are more than happy to welcome them into their waiting arms.
That's just going to be the game. G2 should be able to get through these towers like a hot knife through butter. MDK put up a really good fight in the early game. They had the advantage, but G2's ability just to play around the map was a little bit too much today. G2 will meet SK at the top of the scores at 3-1.
Same day, or different day, same G2. Yeah, I mean, it's been very much the story that has been written for G2, not having control in the early stages, and even a sideways look from the back end staff there. But I think that's the main thing, is like, you've got control is gone wonky every single time in the early stages, specifically in the bot lane for